Gemini is represented by the twins in the zodiacal menagerie of mascots. The way the glyph, or the symbol for Gemini, is written is a Roman numeral 2, intended to depict two distinct individuals who are forever connected. This is a reference to the Greek myth related to this zodiac sign, which goes as follows. The twins in this myth were conceived via heteropaternal superfecundation, a rare phenomenon in which fraternal twins can be born to the same biological mother, but with two different biological fathers. The twins in question were called Castor and Pollux. Their mother was a human mortal woman, and Castor's father was also a mortal man. But Pollux's father was Zeus, the king of the gods, meaning that Pollux was immortal. In the violent prelude to the Trojan War, Castor was fatally wounded. Pollux, the immortal twin, begged the gods not to let his brother die. He went so far as to offer to give up his own immortality if it would save Castor. Zeus was moved by the brothers' love for each other and agreed that they could share Pollux's immortality. The king of the gods placed them in the sky as the constellation Gemini, where they could forever be by each other's side. Just a quick digression to say that this is my single favorite constellation. The way the two little stick figures are holding hands is so cute. Anyway, this myth highlights something about the sign Gemini which is not discussed enough in mainstream astrology sources: their good-hearted generosity. Other signs like Sagittarius or Leo tend to get the most credit for being the generous ones in the zodiac because their expressions of generosity are a bit more flashy or attention-grabbing. Gemini doesn't do it for attention. They're just genuinely good at sharing. Gemini is uniquely unbiased, tolerant, and accepting. Even if someone is very different from them, they just say, "You are my brother," or "You are my sister," and if I have something good, I want you to have it too. There's a sort of everyday, understated kindness in Gemini that is truly beautiful. That lack of prejudice is something lovely about this myth as well. Even though Pollux is an immortal, he doesn't look down on Castor as an inferior being. Pollux goes out of his way to elevate Castor so that they're on an equal level in spite of the fact that they weren't technically born equal. This would normally be where I would transition to discussing the animal characteristics of the zodiac symbol, because the majority of other signs have animal mascots. The word zodiac is derived from the Greek zodiakos kyklos, which means cycle of animals. Etymologically, it shares the same roots as our English words zoo or zoology. But Gemini is among an elite classification of signs with non-animal mascots. These signs are considered more intellectual, emotionally balanced, and rational. Because they're not subject to primal animal instincts, they operate at the level of a more objective, higher-minded consciousness. If we think about the unique circumstances that surround twins, they reflect many of the characteristics which feature strongly in the sign Gemini. It's noted by developmental psychologists that twins develop differently than single-born children. Twins start off life right away with a social attachment to a peer beyond just their immediate caregivers. They begin learning from day one the necessary give and take that is exchanged when in relation to another person, someone of equal status. Twins are also noted for their especially unique or pronounced interest in communication. They often develop their own baby talk babble languages between them before even fully learning the native language of the culture they were born into. This evokes Gemini's highly social nature and their strong association with communication. These social, communicative, connective qualities also stem from the season during which the sun travels through this zodiac sign. If you'd like to learn more about Gemini season and how it influences your sign, you can check out my other video titled Gemini Season, linked in the description. Besides being a human sign, Gemini also belongs to a class of zodiacal figures referred to as double-bodied. For example, Pisces the two fish is also a double-bodied sign, and this tends to give these signs a feeling of being pulled in two directions, or in Gemini's case, being able to see from two different perspectives. Just as a twin is aware of the constant presence of the other, this zodiac sign too has an inherent awareness of and curiosity towards those around them. Gemini is the thoughtful, congenial, kindred spirit of the zodiac who has a talent for getting along with anyone. Thank you so much for listening, Gemini. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, comment if you have any questions, share this with your friends or other Geminis in your life, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you with me.